Aisling, Kelly being out for the rest of the season, what kind of a blow is that for you guys?
Yeah, it's obviously devastating to see any of your teammates go down, and I think that first 10 or 11 minutes that she put on at the weekend was really inspiring. So it's really disappointing for her, but I think she's in the club there today and in good spirits, so she'll definitely get around the group for the rest of the year, and we'll just try wrap our arms around her too, and just wish her all the best. I'm looking forward to having her back on the field as soon as her rehab is done. And
you lose Amy Schmidt for this weekend with concussion as well. So how do you find a way to goal when you lose your top goal scorer from last year?
Yeah, obviously Amy Schmidt is a great player for us too. But I think, we have a very adaptable group, and we have players that are ready just to come in as well and do a job. So I think, there's a lot of girls pushing for places that missed out in round one. So they're gunning for spots this week, and I'm sure other people will step up to the plate. And as you've seen last weekend as well, there was different moments in the game where different people stood up. So I think we have a group where we don't really rely on one or two players, which I think is important, especially when you have players go down with injury.
That win to come from behind and beat Port was sort of like a quite inspiring win, and you've done it in a team that's really had a lot of turnover of players. Were you surprised by how well the team's gelled, considering how many players have gone out and come in the off-season?
Yeah, there was probably, a little bit of doubt over the list turnover and how many new players that were coming in, but I think the girls that we've picked up have really brought a lot of energy to the group, and I think we've really bonded well over the pre-season and put in a lot of hard yards together, which I'm really happy we were able to show out in the field. And the win really solidifies us as a group as well. I think we'll take a lot of belief from it, and it's just brought us closer together. So yeah, there's been a lot of turnover, but I think we've brought in really good people into the club, and we've really bonded well over the pre-season and all the hard work we've put in together.
And talking about gelling as a team, you had 8 players play their first game for West Coast. Were you surprised how well you guys were, how well those 8 players have managed to be around the team and play well in in their new sides?
I think just from the first day that those girls came in, they really brought that energy that I spoke about into the group. And I think, we went away on a training camp and gelled there, and we've been playing match sim at training and really linking up. And obviously, you see Kate Bartlett and Ella Roberts play waffle together, and you saw that link up play as well. So yeah, obviously we brought in 8 debutantes, but I think we've had an experience of playing with each other during the pre-season, and obviously the 2 practice games too. But it was just really nice to see it all come together in round 1, but we won't get too far ahead of ourselves. There's bigger challenges to come, but I think that win and just the hard work we put in pre-season has brought us together really well as a group.
And about Ella, the high draft pick that she was, were you impressed with her game? How did you find her first game?
Yeah, Ella's a fantastic player, and I think, she's come in and just put her head down and worked really hard during the pre-season. She's often mentioned it's a step up from, state level and waffle, but, she's only 17, so we can't really expect the world of her, but I think she just done everything that we asked of her and played her role to a T and set up KB for that goal, and won a lot of contested ball too. So yeah, we're really happy with how she's been going and about her business, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing how she'll flourish over the next few games and even the next few years.
Were you shocked the way she started, or were you guys knew what the calibre she could produce, and were you guys expecting that instant impact?
Yeah, I think, we don't have a lot of pressure on her. She has done the work to get herself into the team, and I think we've just said to the debutantes that they don't need to light the world on fire in their first game, and they just need to do what they've been doing in the pre-season. So I think everyone just focused on their roles, and that's exactly what Ella done. So I wasn't surprised in her game at all, and I think, she'll only continue to get better and better.
And talk us through your game, 18 touches and a goal. How did you find your game?
Yeah, I suppose afterwards a few people congratulated me on it, but I just want to try the best for the team, and in that fourth quarter I just tried to get the team going and took the game on a bit, but it was only one game. I'm going to have to back up that performance for the next few weeks, so I was just delighted that my performance could help get the girls over the line, but I won't be looking into it too much.
You said you don't want to look too far ahead after just one game, but I mean, after a disappointing season last year, how much belief do you take from coming from behind and beating the expansion team, and then you play a team like Gold Coast this weekend who were pretty poor against North Melbourne. Is there generally great belief that you can string a couple of wins together early?
Yeah, I think it was important for us as a group to start the season off well, and I think we had belief from all the hard work that we've done in the pre-season, but just to get the win has really helped in that belief and confidence. But we celebrated the win to ourselves for like 24 hours, but we're now focused on Gold Coast, and we understand. I know that they probably didn't perform that well against North Melbourne, but North Melbourne, one of the best teams in the competition, and Gold Coast beat us last year. So we're under no illusion that they're going to bring the fight to us, and we have to be at the top of our game to get over Gold Coast at the weekend. So our focus on Monday pretty much switched to the game this weekend, and again, it's going to bring different challenges as well. Travelling over east is always tough as well to get a win on the road. So we'll just be putting our head down and trying to get a win against Gold Coast at the weekend.
And you guys only had the one win last season. What's the mood like in the club already, notching up that first win in the round one of the new season?
As I said, obviously it was great for that 24 hours, I think, and just for the belief and to bring the group together. But Swanee, as a captain, has really brought us back down to earth, and we're just focusing on the next task. And we're a really process-driven team, so we're not getting too far ahead with just that one win. Obviously, it's nice to start the season off well, but I think the challenges that we're going to get over the coming weeks are just going to get tougher and tougher. So, I think just sticking to the processes and going through Gold Coast and the vision and going through that with our coaches and just trying to put in place how we may beat them, and that's what we've been focusing on this week.